You would think that the God of the universe, the King of all creation, would answer our prayer when we pray it. When we pray, Lord, help me to find a new car. And seconds later, in your driveway, there's a new car. That would be awesome. But as you and I both know, that's not reality. That's not how it works. And I don't think that that's the way that it works. It's sometimes it is instantaneous, where people in the New Testament, blind folks, come up to Jesus. Jesus, if you can, if you want to, you can heal me. And Jesus said, yes, I want to heal you. And bam. The woman with the issue of blood, she knew that she would be healed if she came to Jesus and if she touched his garment. And so she went to him, and boom, there was healing, instantaneous healing. And God does that. But there are other times where we have to wait. And one of those situations was Lazarus. Mary and Martha came to Jesus, said, hey, your friend, your dear friend Lazarus is sick and he's dying, and please come, you can heal him. But Jesus waits. Jesus hangs out with the disciples for a little while longer. And it was 3 or 4 days, and when he finally got there, everybody was crying, and they were just in a state of mourning. Mary and Martha were there, and they're like, Jesus, if you would have come, your friend Lazarus would be healed. And there was that delay, and I can imagine in their hearts that they were so let down because they knew that Jesus could do this, and yet he didn't answer their prayer. But he did. 4 days later, he called Lazarus out of the tomb. Lazarus, come forth. And out came Lazarus. That's a good example of delayed prayer. Sometimes our prayers aren't answered right away, which I think is a good thing, because if they were, if anytime we said, God help me, he came through, there really would be no relationship. There would be no need for a relationship between us and God, because it would be a transaction. It would be like a vending machine. You put the money in and you grab your candy bar at the bottom. He wants that relationship with us. He wants us to trust him and repeatedly ask him. In fact, in Luke chapter 18, Jesus tells a parable about the persistent widow. And at the beginning of chapter 18, it says, Jesus told his disciples that they should pray and never give up. And so then he proceeds to tell them this story about this widow. She was having problems with someone, and so she went to this judge to resolve it. And this judge, he was a piece of work. He didn't care about God. He could care less what God thought. And he could care less about people. He was not a people person. And I'm sure that every day he went to work and it was just a drudgery for him. He didn't care. He didn't care about his job. So this widow goes up to him and says, hey, help me. I've got this adversary and please help me. You need to help me. He was like, hey, thanks for letting me know. See you later. She came to him again. And again, and again, multiple times. And finally the judge was like, I don't care about God or people, but this woman is driving me nuts. So he finally relented and he granted her justice. And Jesus said, that's how you need to pray. You need to keep on asking, keep on seeking, keep on knocking. And if your prayer isn't answered yet, it's proof that you need to keep on asking, keep on seeking, keep on knocking. When you do, that door will be open and God will answer your prayer. I don't know when, I don't know how, but he will. And he says, do not give up when you pray. And that should be our mindset as well, to never give up, to keep on knocking. Be as annoying as Sheldon Cooper in The Big Bang Theory. Keep at it, and God will answer your prayer.